Shalom, family. What's up? What's going on? You now tuning in to me, Keith Kyle, image of God, sent from God. Yeah, so the name of this video is why it ain't no rapture coming. The name of this video is called Why It Is Not No Rapture Until. You got all these people on YouTube talking about, oh, the rapture, I had a rapture dream, or the rapture is coming any day now, the rapture is coming soon. But if you look at the book of Revelation, right, how is people going to say that the rapture is coming and then the rapture is coming soon? Yes, the rapture will be coming soon, but it's not as soon as they say that it's supposed to show up. So now what I'm saying is that ain't going to be no rapture until, because the reason why ain't going to be no rapture until is because all of this stuff is going on, but we ain't have the two witnesses arrive yet. You see what I'm saying? So, know what I'm saying, when you hear a lot of these people talking about the rapture is coming soon, that right there is false prophecy. And then I'm not going at nobody's neck, but it's false prophecy because the two witnesses didn't show up. You know what I'm saying? How is you gonna have a rapture coming soon and then nobody is looking at Revelation chapter 5 verses chapter 5, I think verse 5, where the book of Revelation say, weep not. The Lion of the tribe of Judah is the one that's here to open the 7 seals. So how is this rapture thing supposed to happen? Can somebody tell me, please? Number one, it's a difference between the saints and then it's a difference between the elect, all right? It's a difference between prophets, where they said people will be prophesying day and night. All of these things, they all totally different things. But what you got going on, you know what I'm saying, on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook, you got a bunch of people, right, where they talking about all of this stuff is supposed to happen, but then they skipping past the rest of the prophecy. So now, you know what I'm saying, let's start with the two witnesses. The rapture can't happen until the two witnesses are here and then they're supposed to prophesy for 1,260 days. So that right there is showing you that we got what? We got 3.5 years, like about 3.5 years when they arrive. So the reason why I'm telling you this is because you got a lot of people on these channels and then they got everybody's spirit uneasy and then everybody is running to and fro with madness, but then none of this stuff is going to end until God really lets you know who he is. Until God really lets you know who Jesus is. Until the two witnesses show up, where it's either Enoch or Elijah or it's Moses or Joseph or whoever's supposed to show up. Am I right? If not, you can go in the comments and prove me wrong. So now, it also can't happen until Judah shows up. So when you look in Revelation chapter 5 say it is he who sits beside him who is beside the throne. Jesus is beside the throne. So he that sit who beside him who sits beside the throne, that's a third entity. That third entity is Judah. So when I get on this channel, I talk and I break things down slowly because I know that people ain't gonna like what I'm saying in the beginning. But everything that I say to you, please Google it. Please Google it. So now what you will notice is that we got all these religions, but then nobody's going to the history or nobody's going to the ethnic, and then nobody's trying to find out where Jesus was worshipped before these other religions taught. So now, when it comes to me, the information that I gotta give you, that information is going to take a lot of time. And then the Most High, He deals with me. He deals with me with a connection like this. You know what I'm saying? He deals with me with a straight up connection. A lot of things ain't gonna be done until certain people say what they have to say, and then I'm one of them. So now, you gotta understand the 144,000. The 144,000 is 144,000 people to represent 144,000 days. You know what I'm saying? When you go to 360 times 10, that's 3,600 days. That's 10 years. You times that times 10. You times that times 10 is end up being 36,000 days. When you times that times 2, that'll be 72,000 days, which would be 400 years. Not including the 5 days on the Gregorian calendar would make it 365. But then when you times that 2 more times, that'll be 144,000 days, 72,000 times 2. You know what I'm saying? That was the purpose of the 1611 King James Bible, y'all. 1611. Then when you go 400 years, it will be 2011. But then they said that the final publishing of the book was in 1619. So then when you go to 2019, that's a different course of 144,000 days. That's why you don't get involved with the time or the hour. He said nobody knows the time or nobody know the hour. But if it's happening around this time, yes it is. So now, you know what I'm saying? What you don't understand is when the book of Revelation, the angels say he sees 144,000 people, he also talks about that he see a number that he can't even count. Because the number that he can't even count, those are the other group of people who, you know what I'm saying, they was for the Lord too. And then the Most High, he wasn't going to let these people go because they came from Christianity and then now they got to go to hell. Or, you know what I'm saying, they came from Islam or they got to go to hell, or they came from Judaism or they got to go to hell. He wasn't going to let these people go because they had God in their hearts and their minds. You see what I'm saying? So that's when the angels said, what about these people? But the 144,000, they are the elect. But the reason why they are the elect is because they are also the first fruits. So when you hear the Jesus story with Jesus and Herod, right? They talk about how Herod, he wanted to meet this so-called Messiah that was being born. So when he was looking for this Messiah being born, he killed all the firstborn. And then when he killed all the firstborn, them firstborn, I'm telling you, they had the spirit of the elect. So since they never had a chance to live, it ain't nothing new under the sun, and then them spirits is here today. So now when you look at these other channels, right, and then you can look at T.D. Jakes, you can look at Joel Osteen, you look at the Innovation Church, you look at Alan Parr, you look at Watchmen, you look at all of these people. You know, I'm not gonna say that they not saved. But you could be saved and then not know what's going on.
Lack of communication, and most importantly,
You could be saved and not know what's going on, because he said that Judah's going to have to come and open the 7 seals, right? So that means that it's going to be stuff revelated to people, and then, you know, they're going to be believing in their churches and they're going to be believing in their denominations, but when the truth hit, they're going to be like, oh man, I didn't know that. Oh, I didn't know this. But then once they test the spirit, and then they begin to test the spirit, then they're going to find out what's true, and then that's going to be the part of the new knowledge and the new gospel. So, like I always say, if I'm saying anything wrong, you could prove me wrong. I keep contacting a lot of these people on these YouTube channels. You know what I'm saying? I be trying to contact a lot of people that got, you know, followers and stuff like that. And then, yo, you know, when I talk to them and then they talk back to me, and then I tell them to give me a call or go inside my email and contact me. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to contact me, but then the next thing you know, they might be saying something similar on their page. But, you know, I'm dealing with this thing right now because it's like a little algorithm going on. YouTube, they probably already know who I am by now. And then they probably already know that I'm speaking nothing but the truth. So, you know, they probably got things slowed up so that I won't reach out to people. But what I'm telling you is, get yourselves right, get your spirit right, meditate day and night and pray. You know what I'm saying? Like Matthew, he said, when you in your room, close your door and meditate. Get in your room, close your door and meditate. You know? Be prepared to receive some information. Be prepared to find out who Jesus really is. Be prepared to find out where he was really from. Be prepared to find out who Moses really is, and be prepared to find out where Moses really came from just as well. Be prepared to find out the 4 creatures that sat around the throne. Be prepared to realize why Jesus says, thus says the Amen, the faithful and true, the beginning of the creation of God. Be prepared for the part where he say, look and behold, I see an angel holding 2 scales. You know what I'm saying? Be prepared for when the 7 bowls and the 7 churches. Be prepared, because once you hear it from me, it's going to sound a little bit different, but then you're going to know it's true. But then the great thing about it, you're going to know that ain't come from nobody but the Most High. So that's all I really got to say for now. Tune in for my next video. Blessings, peace be unto you, and amen.